This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a wave of scams has hit our area. 2 local police officers will let you know how to stay safe next. This is FYI for Thursday, and I'm Ken Cara. The warm weather brings people outdoors, but it also brings out the scam artists looking to prey on innocent people. Lisa Sugart talked with one local police department in our area who has some important advice to prevent you from becoming the next victim.
Today we are here at the Sugarloaf Township Police Department with some advice for our viewers on how to avoid becoming the victim of a scam. I'm pleased to be joined by Police Chief Josh Winters and Patrolman Bob Minnick from the Sugarloaf Police Department. Chief, I'm going to start with you. You had a recent episode where, unfortunately, a resident of Sugarloaf Township was the target of such a scam.
Yeah, Lisa, and really this is kind of, I don't want to say it's common, happening every day, but it has happened in the lower Luzerne County several times. And basically what happens is some gentlemen will show up and they kind of dress to look like a utility worker, or and really the key is they'll have a radio or a phone, and they kind of give their position credibility by using a phone or a radio, and really they use that to communicate with their partners, and they have whatever lingo they're going to use to communicate with their partner to say, hey, it's clear to go check the rest of the house out. But what they do is they distract the homeowner. They get them in a different part of the house. In the case we had last week, it was they got them in the basement till they claimed there was a water problem, there was contamination. So they got them in the basement and looking at water pipes and running sinks and stuff. Meanwhile, another guy was upstairs going through purses and personal belongings, and they got a large amount of cash out. But that's what happened there. But it doesn't have to be a water situation. They'll claim to be there over a property. They're surveyors. They're any type of thing like cable company. They could be posing as anything. So, it's just not narrowed down to water. It could be anything.
So be on the alert for anybody you might suspect. And Officer Minnick, you have some advice for people on how they could avoid becoming a victim.
Chances are, if you didn't make those arrangements for those people to be there, they don't belong there. So, just call us, try and get a description of the people involved, and maybe we could track down the people responsible for some of the incidents that have been going on in lower Luzerne County in recent weeks.
All right, so some good advice, Chief. You have one last comment you want to make?
Yeah, and another thing is they're going to be very personable. They're going to be very polite. They're going to be nice to you. They're going to act professional, and it's just they're going to play the part, and they're going to play it well. So it's not going to be obvious to everybody that, hey, somebody's scamming me right now. So residents shouldn't be afraid to ask questions. Well, who's your supervisor? Who do you work for? Do you have a phone number? What's the company? Do you have an identification card? And there could be fake IDs out there. I know for a fact that sometimes people show up and say, hey, I work for whatever company, and they just made their own card up. So it may be fake too, but ask questions, because the more questions that are asked, the more uncomfortable the scammer is going to be.
Moving on tonight, Pennsylvania is the only state in the nation where local police cannot use radar for speed enforcement, and state lawmakers are considering whether or not to change that. Today, the Pennsylvania House Transportation Committee heard testimony on the matter at the public hearing in the Poconos. One group concerned about a possible change is AAA. Jim Lardier, Director of Public and Government Affairs at AAA Mid-Atlantic, testified that AAA believes visible traffic enforcement by police remains the most effective means of deterring violations of traffic laws, including speeding. Poverty has risen by 47% in Luzerne County. That is one of the statistics released in the 2014 Indicators Report from the Institute for Public Policy and Economic Development. According to the report, 1 in 5 families with children live in poverty in Luzerne County. The report also looked at Lackawanna County. That showed a 38% rise in poverty. This is the 8th year for the report, which analyzes areas such as economy, education, health, land use, and public safety. Business and civic leaders are taking a close-up look at the report and what it means for the area. Well, if you are out of work and looking to improve your job status, this story is for you. The 2014 Great Northeast Job Fair will take place next Wednesday. The event is sponsored by our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, along with the Pottsville Republican Herald. It will take place next Wednesday, May 28th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at Capriotti's in McAdoo. For more information, visit greatnortheastjobfair.com. A couple who has waited more than 30 years to get married became the very first same-sex couple to get a marriage license in Schuylkill County. Jack Fix and Victor Santiago, both of Pottsville, posed with their marriage license on Wednesday at the Schuylkill County Courthouse. As FYI reported on Tuesday, a ban on gay marriage in Pennsylvania was overturned by a federal judge. The decision meant that same-sex marriage is now legal in Pennsylvania. Because of the ruling, at least nine same-sex couples applied for marriage licenses in 3 area counties. Will there be changes made to Luzerne County's Home Rule Charter? Council will debate 4 proposed amendments and determine whether or not they will be on the upcoming November election ballot. The Charter Review Committee, which was formed to study any issues with the 2-year-old form of government, has focused on whether to use elected tax collectors, making changes to the tax rate, and who can sit on county boards. The items are expected to be discussed at the committee's June 17th meeting, with a potential vote on June 24th. The Freeland American Legion and Freeland VFW will once again have a Memorial Day parade and program on Monday. The military rites will start at 12 for the VFW and at 12:15 for the American Legion at their respective post homes. Starting at 12:30 will be the Memorial Day Parade beginning on North Center Street, led by this year's parade Grand Marshal John Sullivan. During the scheduled events, the Freeland American Legion and VFW will honor some individuals for their outstanding work and service. Thomas Pagano will be honored as Legionnaire of the Year, and John Davis will be awarded Outstanding Citizen of the Year. The day will conclude with a program in Freeland Public Park that will include the advancement of wreaths, guest speakers, and musical renditions. It is an annual tradition. The Memorial Day program will once again take place this Monday on Memorial Day in Drums. The special tribute to those who have served and those who continue to serve will begin at 11 a.m. at Calvary Cemetery near Good Shepherd Church on Route 309 in Drums. Veterans from throughout the community will take part in the program. The public is encouraged to attend. Tonight we have important information from the desk of the Foster Township Streets Department. Street sweeping in Foster Township, along with residents of Youngstown, Highland, and Upper Lehigh, will be delayed due to mechanical issues. The new date for the street sweeping will be determined once repairs are completed. And here's what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for tomorrow's edition. New details have emerged concerning the former St. Joseph's Hospital building in the city. Read the latest tomorrow. Plus, why Pennsylvania does not tax the popular e-cigarettes. You can read about all of that in Friday's edition of the Standard Speaker. Well, there's a lot more I coming up on FYI. That's I for information if you're keeping score at home. Up next, we'll tell you how one school is trying to fix up their playground. And later, we'll take you to last night's exciting Game 7 thriller between the Penguins and the Bruins at the Mohegan Sun Arena.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
On a nice day, what a better place to head than a playground. But one playground in our area is in need of a major makeover. As Lisa Sugar reports, the playground is safe, but not all of the equipment is usable.
What do a golf tournament and a children's playground, the playground here at the Valley Elementary Middle School, have in common? For the answer to that question, we are joined today by Donna Grabelny, who is the guidance counselor here at Valley Elementary Middle School. Donna, I know there are some great things happening here, all to benefit the playground we are standing at here at the Valley School. So tell us what the problem is, first of all, with the playground.
Well, as you can see behind us, that there are playground equipment here that is surrounded by caution tape, and this playground has been here since the school has been built. So it seems likely now that it needs some safety upgrades. So we can't allow our children to play on this playground because there are some safety hazards here. So with the good graces of the Valley PTA, we're trying to raise some funds to upgrade our the playground equipment here for our students. And one of the ways that we're trying to fundraise, of course, is a golf tournament. So since I'm a golfer, And I've been a participant of many golf tournaments. I came up with the idea that we're going to have a golf tournament to try to jumpstart our fundraising for the tens of thousands of dollars that we need to upgrade the playground equipment, because it is very, very costly. So we thought we'll try this to see if we can get participants to give us a good jumpstart to raise the money that we need for the playground equipment.
Well, I think it sounds like a great idea. And I think the golfers out there, the adults and the children who have been on this playground or any other playground should get involved. So what would they do? When exactly is the golf tournament and where?
The golf tournament is June 1st at Sugarloaf Golf Course. It's at 1 o'clock shotgun start. It's a captain and crew format. It's $320 per team, which is a normal price for most golf tournaments. And we invite anyone to please join us. The last day for signing up is May 30th. And we encourage anyone that can. It's going to be a great day. We're hoping for sunshine just like today. We'll be a putting contest, and there'll be a pot of gold, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we're hoping everyone can come out and help us out with that.
And if anybody wants to know how they can get involved, they can go to your website.
Yes.
And also the school they can call. So tell us a little about that.
Well, of course, we have the website. The Hazelton Area School District has a website. If you would just click the Valley School, then you'll see that there is the form for registering on that. Also, you can call the school at 459-3221, extension 26500, and we'll be able to help you out and give you some information.
And in addition to getting this playground prepped for the little ones, you want to do some things for the older kids as well.
Absolutely. I mean, this is just the beginning, but we know that we'd like to have some things. We'd like to have a basketball court eventually, some soccer nets for the students. We'd like to have something outdoor for our middle school students. So it's going to be a long road, but we have to start somewhere, and this is the first place to start.
All right. Well, I hope you have a tremendous turnout for the
Thank
golf
you so
tournament.
much.
And I hope that you will participate. So either call the school or go to the website, sign up, tell your friends, your family, kids, adults, everybody come on out and make this the best playground here.
Absolutely. The Valley School is a top caliber school, and we need playground equipment to match the top caliber of students we have here and staff to give our little ones the opportunity to really have recess that will energize the mind and the body to maximize learning. And that's why we want this to be a great playground for our kids.
Very well said. We'll leave it right at that.
Okay.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Well, it seems like everyone enjoyed the thunderstorms last night, at least according to Facebook. Me, not so much. I'm going on 3 hours of sleep here, and it seems like there's more noise heading our way despite the blue skies in this shot. Here's your weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight, there's a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. The low will be around 49. For Friday, again, a chance of showers and thunderstorms as we get up to 65. On Friday night, another chance of showers, mainly before 2 a.m. The low will be around 48. For Saturday, another chance of showers and thunderstorms, and that will be a partly sunny day, though, with a high near 65. For Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 47, and then here comes the sun. Mostly sunny with a high near 72 for Sunday. Sunday night, partly cloudy. The low will be down to 51. On Memorial Day, it's a nice day. Mostly sunny with a high near 76. And on Monday night, it'll be mostly cloudy or partly cloudy with a low around 54.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat with their ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food with their burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, located on Route 93 in West Hazelton. Stop on by today or give them a call at 570-455-5362.
The 24th annual Freeland Memorial Day celebration takes place on Sunday and Monday. The entertainment for the day has been set and is now up on your screen. On Sunday from 1 until 3, Brass Tin Roof Band performs, followed by North of 40 from 4 until 6:30. Philly Pete and Freeland J perform from 7 to 10, and the night is concluded with fireworks by Sky Shooters. Monday has the Toon Bandits from 3:30 to 5:30, so enjoy all of that in Freeland. You'll probably enjoy it a lot more if you won the lottery. Pennsylvania's midday winning lottery numbers: the Daily 599, the Big 4 9121, Quinto 74044, Treasure Hunt 3, 5, 18, 24, 27. Game 7 hockey highlights after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Let's pretend the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins are fishermen out at sea. Bear with me. This should work. I mean, there's even nets in this analogy, and many of the players have playoff beards, and I've never seen a movie with a fisherman where the fisherman doesn't have a beard in the movie. Okay, let's jump on the SSWBS and take a look back at the Pens' 5-4 victory in Game 7 over the Providence Bruins.
The skies were blue and the sea was calm for the Penguins in Game 6 against the Bruins, but the Pens came home empty-handed. After a strong first period in Game 7 where they outshot Providence 10-3, the Penguins still had nothing to show for all their hard work. But finally in the second period, a bounce went their way when Anton Zlobin put a puck toward the net and it deflected in. If pucks were fish, the Pens would need a bigger boat. They scored 4 times after that to build a 5-0 lead with time running out in the second period.
We knew if we stuck to our game, we kept putting pucks on the net, that they were going to eventually go in. We talked a lot about getting traffic to the front of the net, and I think we were successful in that. We started seeing pucks going in, which was nice to see.
The Penguins seemed like they would have a smooth trip back to port where they would be greeted by their fans. But the skies turned dark, and a small drop of rain came down in the form of David Warsofsky's shorthanded goal toward the end of the second period. A downpour ensued in the third as the Bruins pulled within a goal, but the man in charge of the net for the Penguins showed no fear.
It was all right. Like I said, they had some bounces, and in my head I just said to myself, this is hockey. This is Game 7. You got to expect some fun stuff like this.
As water came rushing into the Pens boat, head coach John Hines called a timeout to regroup.
Well, we just had to get back to competing, and that was the problem. Was it's not so much a physical thing; it's more of a mental thing where you're not winning your one-on-one battles. And we tried to regroup them as far as just understanding the situation. And we have good leadership, and those guys did a nice job trying to rectify the ship. And then they were able to go out and do that with their play. It is tough to stop, but one of the situations we shortened the bench a little bit and just went with some guys that would be over the boards every other shift and were really involved in it. Peter came up with some good saves. I think when you get in that situation, your goalie has to come up big for you, which he did a couple times. And then after that, it's just more, I think when it got to the 5-4, the fact that we were able to hold serve, and then once we got our legs, you could start to see that we were playing the way, we got back to playing the way that we needed to play.
The Penguins fought this storm, and eventually they outlasted it, and now their journey in the Calder Cup playoffs continues.
So the Penguins are a step closer to their ultimate goal, and so are the MMI Preppers. Dave Seaman, the sports editor from the Standard Speaker, told you on FYI that the MMI baseball team would make some noise in the Single A playoffs. Well, now they are so loud they're disturbing the peace. The Preppers knocked off Old Forge 4-1 to move on to the District 2 Single A championship game. They will play the winner of Lackawanna Trail Blue Mountain, and that game will be at PNC Field in Moosic. In the District 11 Single A playoffs, Nativity knocked off Marion 5-2. The Colts end their season at 15-6. Nativity will play Schuylkill Haven in the semifinals. Tamaqua beat Southern Lehigh in the AAA playoffs, and now they will meet up with Bethlehem Catholic in the semifinals. The North Schuylkill Spartans are marching on in the AA playoffs. Up next for them is number 1 seed Notre Dame Green Pond in the semifinals. The Hazelton area baseball team had their game postponed yesterday in the District 2 Quad A playoffs. They will now play on Friday at 4:30 at Rex Antonozzi Field. The Standard Speaker has all of your district playoff news you need, so make sure you grab a copy or visit their website. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Eckley Miners Village will begin its guided tour season this Memorial Day weekend. Saturday, May 24th, they will be offering 2 tours daily. Tours will be held at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Visitors will explore the village and guest center. For more information, please call 570-636-2070. And one more quick announcement, the Miller Keystone Blood Center will be holding the Boots, Badges, and Bandages Blood Drive from May 26th through September 1st. Donors can give in honor of a certain group in a friendly competition. For more information, please check out giveapint.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town.
News 13 would like to send our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Charles S. Solarek of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Tonight's obituary has been brought to you by the Smilex Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call Smilex for all of your special events at 570-454-0111.
Landscaping adds beauty to your home and neighborhood, but did you know it can also make your home more energy efficient? Good landscaping can keep a home cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, strategically planting trees and other shrubs can save up to 25% of a home's energy use. Here are some tips. Use deciduous trees. Those are trees that lose their leaves to provide shade in the summer but let the sun in during the winter. Plant deciduous trees on the south side of your home if possible. You can also shade walks or patios with hedges or even a trellis with a climbing vine. Evergreens work well to stop the wind year-round. Consider planting evergreen trees and shrubs to the north or northwest of your home. And planting bushes and shrubs at least 1 foot away from your home will insulate your home. Before planting any tree, know how it will grow. Make sure it will have plenty of room once it reaches maturity. This includes keeping trees away from power lines. For more information, visit pplelectric.com/vegetation. If you're doing landscaping, remember to always call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig. Utilities will mark the location of any underground electricity wires or pipes to prevent costly damage or injury. The service is free for homeowners.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now in News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Michelle Delmonico of Hazel Township. Michelle, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
I'm exhausted from the Penguins game and the thunderstorm, so let's call it a day. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Take it easy.